Everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. And just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is alleged. Hey guys, how is everyone doing tonight? I'm sorry it's so late. It, for some reason, is taking forever all of a sudden to upload my videos. So that restitution video altogether is like 30 something minutes. Normally that would only take maybe like 15 minutes to upload. All of a sudden, everything's been taking like super long time. But for those of y'all that were in my live last night, y'all said I kept freezing. So after we're done with like our family event this week, I'm going to just have to like double something. Something's going to have to happen here because it's just too many problems. Too many problems taking too long. That's not how I wanted today to go. But while I was doing editing and uploading, I had time to handle the FOIA situation. So it sort of, I guess, worked out because we were able to get more information on some things. More information. Some disappointing information. Some good information. Some disappointing information. Some okay information. Some, yeah, kind of figured information. It's a little bit of a mix. It's a little of a mix. So I'll just start out by saying they found it. They found it. I did record our phone calls today, all three of them. I talked to her 3 times today on the phone. Both Texas and Idaho are one-party states. So I'll put the conversation up eventually here because she did say like quite a few things. Just in way of like, you know, we're never going to see a Kohberger interview ever because the FBI said so. Yeah. We're never going to see a Kohberger interview ever because the FBI said so. Also, did you guys know that Moscow police never spoke to Kohberger's family? There's no interviews they could give us, even if the FBI wasn't in control, because Moscow PD never spoke to them. She said the only interview thing that they do have when it comes to Kohberger is the one from the report that we've already read. When Payne and the other guy went to Pennsylvania during the arrest and they spoke to him in Pennsylvania, and it's Pennsylvania property. And remember, we've tried. You have to file some sort of subpoena thing in Pennsylvania to get anything. So the only non-FBI interview of Bryan Kohberger belongs to Pennsylvania. Idaho has nothing. Idaho has no Kohberger interviews. And again, they never spoke to his family. They never interviewed his family. They never talked to his family. None of the things. Oh, it's true, Mandy Boo. It's true. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's at the top of my list. I was just like, and I'm like on the call, you can hear me laugh because she literally, like, the end of her sentence is the FBI said so. And I'm like, it takes me like back a little bit just because of like the way that it was said. The FBI said so. And I start laughing. I'm like, the FBI said so. Like, what? And that's when she gets into the details. Yeah. The FBI said so. So I don't know if, like, after everything gets unsealed, if the FBI is going to finally, like, let some shit out or not. Maybe that's what they're waiting for. But what have I been saying, like, from the very beginning? This is a damn federal case. The freaking FBI did the IGG. They're the ones who did the arrest. When it comes to his inventory reports for the arrest, everything's on FBI inventory. They're the ones who did the forensic download of his phone. They're the ones who took his DNA at first. They're the ones who did everything. The whole reason why the defense wasn't getting what they wanted in the beginning is because the state wasn't getting what they needed from the FBI. Idaho did nothing. Idaho did nothing. Nothing. So that's why when the footage ended up being like a huge misconception, I thought it was a Fed situation. No, they found it. So the first conversation we had today, she was like, basically she told me she talked to Tim Smaldridge, which is a name that we know from the reports. And they didn't know where it was. She calls me back. I don't know what time. That's why I want to like get the timestamps for the phone calls on the like the conversation, and then I'll post it eventually. And it's in a subfolder. We found it. Okay, awesome. Holy crap. How come it took me to ask? I'm no one. I am nobody. I have no reach. I am a regular schmegular chick sitting in my house, raising my kids, and sitting in my bedroom talking about this case. Why did it take me and not these mega YouTubers with hundreds of thousands of subscribers or these News Nation people or any of these other people? Why is it taking me and us to find out where the hell the footage is of everyone coming home? Why are we the first ones to ask this, to the point to where my phone call with them is the first time they've ever gone and actually looked for it to put it with the file? They were just, oh, we don't know where it is. I'm floored. Floored, flabbergasted, but also not shocked at the same damn time. What are they like? I understand there's like other stuff to FOIA, right? Like, I'm not stupid, but what is more important than the freaking timing that everyone apparently got home that night? I don't understand how, like, today is the day they're finally like, oh, we don't know where it is. Let's go freaking find it. Oh, look, this folder randomly shows up. Now we can attach it. Now we can attach it. So instead of me having to do another FOIA, she amended the one that we already submitted, and the $765 deposit got paid today. Because altogether, if we take away, which honestly, I am really mad that there's not a way for them to give us redaction information, because they don't use a program that will like automatically do it, which I'm sorry, if it's a $60 an hour redactor, why can't they just make a spreadsheet? Keep a list of what they're redacting. Like, it really can't be that hard. For $60 an hour, you could put a little bit of effort in. I'm just saying. So we're not going to know like what they're redacting. But for it to go from 1280 something for 225 to 1205 to now 1435 for 1255 to 1205, I mean, that's like 12 hours. But I just don't understand, like, why are the hours different? Because the 225 to the 3:30 and the 11 a.m. to the 12:05, like there's like what's the difference there? Like a 10-minute difference, maybe, if that, 5-minute difference, whatever. They're basically the same, but one of them was like 180 something and the other one was like 200 and something. So obviously, you know how many redactions you're gonna have to do. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, you know how long it's gonna take to like do said redactions, or else how can you give me that amount? You know what I mean? I'll show you all that letter here in a second. But yeah, all the funding that was done, we paid the $765 today. Now, she said it's going to be a few weeks, which I sort of figured, but she said they've pretty much gone through the majority of the body cam and stuff that they had to do. I tried to get her to give me some information on like what else was coming, because the last time I talked to her about like their timeline, she said there was 7 pieces of like body cam and or interviews they were doing. Now, I know that we're on the list for the other 2 Dylan Mortensen interviews. So if you take those 2 out of the 7 that are in like coming up soon, that's only 5 other things. I know Lana over on Truth and Transparency posted, she's the only one I've seen with this, but I haven't really like been looking around for it either, of I think it's Officer Rosinski doing a phone interview or a phone conversation with just somebody, the initials PC. But besides that and Jenna's, that's like the newest stuff that I've seen out, which we still have to go over Jenna's together. So in a few weeks. But it's going to make me like really upset to see if there's like a bunch of like, what's the redactions going to look like? Are they going to like remove footage? Because like, I want to see when Xana and Ethan actually like show up. I want to see whenever Eric Gower's car pulls in. I want to see the comings and goings before people start getting home. How much of that are they going to actually redact if it costs this much to do it? I can't stand that they don't keep track of that. Like, it really makes me mad, honestly. So the other thing I asked about was the crime scene photos, because the ones that we had seen come from social media, not social media, scratch that, mainstream media, were really confusing and gave me like a false pretense of how Xana's room looked because of the way that they had it like cropped and like zoomed in. Like, it really like threw me off. That's why I had to do a whole video about it, being like, I was wrong. I saw the entire freaking angle and holy shit. No. So I put in a request for the damn crime scene photos because I wanted my own copy of the crime scene photos. And she told me that the public version that's out there now, after everything that went through the courts, there's 136 total allowable photos. And the original 182 pictures that did contain the bedrooms, whoever was the first person to post those, which I believe it was an Idaho mainstream media source, they're the only entity to have gotten that file. That the file with all 182 photos only went to one entity. And I did mention, I said, I think it was like an Idaho mainstream station. All she said was, I think so. And then she continued her thought. So 46 of them were removed when it comes to the photos. Oh, I also put in a request. I withdrew it today, but I had put in a request for anything from 6 months prior to 11/13/22 when it comes to any reports and or anything, and I had everyone's name in it. Dylan, Bethany's, Kaylee's, Maddie's, Xana, Ethan's. I had all their names in it. Reports. Because we've seen people now talking about how the girls came home and their front door was open and somebody must have opened it so hard that it was basically hanging off of its hinges. And they came home one day and the back door was open. And the only thing that they have on file are the same 3 noise complaints 6 months prior to 11/13/22 that we've already seen body cam for. So I just went ahead and withdrew the request because we've already seen all of it. That's where all the Emma Bailey stuff all came from, all that stuff. And I don't want to deal with all that again and plant that out there for no freaking reason just because it's information I'm getting. And if there's no reports and nobody ever reported anything about the doors being open whenever they got home or anything, there's no reason to go through with getting anything else. So I withdrew that one because it was pointless. But that's the updates on that. We're never going to see a Kohberger interview because the FBI said so, and Moscow never actually spoke to him. She literally said we never interviewed him. The only time they talked to him was in Pennsylvania, and that's not our interview. Insane stuff. I'm going to show y'all that thingy here in a second. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Open this one. Oh, what did I miss? Hey there, Miss Landy J. How you doing? Oh, let me say hi for a minute, and then I'll pop this up on here. Yeah, again, I'm just really surprised. Why are we the first ones to ask for this stuff? Oh, and I got your PayPal. Thank you so much for sending over that to the FOIA fund. I appreciate that. USA. Hey there, how you doing? Yes, I saw it. Thank you. Hey there, Kimberly. Hey there, Miller Time. Lady Di, fam. Yeah, they were scratching that box so loud. Hey there, Sadie. I saw you said your husband was doing better. I was glad to see that. Hey there, Teresa. Hey, Corinne. Are they bad today? I always put it on a medium. But it's on auto, so that's why I always end up having to go back in afterwards and remove half of them. They always put one in the very first minute. I'm like, my intro's not even done in a minute. I probably need to fix that problem. I'm like, my intro's not even done in a minute. Why are you putting that in that first minute? That's so ridiculous. Why would you do that? Hey, Saudade. Patty. Hey, Soul Warrior. Hey, Carla. Chicken and stuffing. Couldn't wait till Thanksgiving. Yeah, I want the freaking timeline. And people are so stupid too. I had some idiot being like, I hope you and your pen pal are having blah, 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 whatever. I'm like, because I want the timeline, because I want to know when Xana and Ethan actually got home. The timeline of them getting back to their house literally has nothing to do with Kohberger. I don't understand how people can't differentiate and put their bullshit somewhere else besides over here where it doesn't belong. We're trying to figure out what actually happened because the state's not telling us. The state's not telling us anything. They went 3 years without telling us the truth about it really being Bethany and Maddie taking the dog out. They went 3 years without telling us there was another girl in the freaking car with Kaylee and Maddie on the way to the corner club. They went 3 years without telling us that everybody but Kaylee went to that freaking Sigma Chi party. They went 3 years without telling us the truth about anything. I just want to know what time they got home. I want to see what else the camera is going to show when it comes to fact. It's just so crazy. I did see that all over Twitter. That is insane. Lots of damage. Lots and lots of damage. Hey, Med Mods, how you doing? Kirsty. I've actually thought about it, becoming a PI. When Don's older, because he's only 7. Because, like, one of the things that always scared me, and it's happened, like, you can look it up on the news, like, CSIs that are left alone at, like, a crime scene, and the perpetrator comes back and, like, kills them. I've seen it on the news at least 3 times. One of them within, like, the last, like, 2 years, I think it happened. So that's always been, like, a fear of mine, too, honestly. But I've also thought about, like, the PI thing. But Don's going to have to be older because I'll be traveling. Hey, Jen James. Mandy Moo. Sup, crackhead? That's crazy to say out loud, but that's fine. Hey there, Trisha. Hey, Wisteria. Sadie. And all of the European airspace, it keeps getting closed down from drones or orbs, whatever they say. More. Can we just put the aliens on the TV already so we can say hi and get this over with? Because I'm so tired of it. Oh, I'm so tired of it. So tired of it. I mean, honestly, it's probably Amazon. Didn't y'all see, like, all the companies that Amazon owns whenever AWS went down, like, 2 weeks ago? I think it was, like, United and Delta. Like, I'm sorry? I'm sorry? I'll never get on a plane again. Even if I ever actually do get to go to, like, the Scotland area where our family has a castle, I already said I'm going to take a cruise because I can swim, but I can't fly. So we're not going to do none of that. Have they already? Because I talked to her today and I asked her about Dylan's interviews and I haven't seen anything about it being out. Let me see. Let me check the normal suspects, because if I didn't get an email after everything that we talked about today, then I don't understand why other people would be saying that they have it out. Okay, nothing on Grayface. Oh, gosh. Oh, look at that. Well, I guess I'm going to be calling the FOIA office in the morning and asking about this, because she sure didn't give me this today. Her video is 2 hours and some change, but she does some stuff into the beginning. Dylan Mortensen, an attorney, 11/17/22 audio interview. I know he looked at me. I could see his eyebrows. That's such a lie. Her first interview, she said no directly. Why didn't I get this email today? How do I talk to her 5,000 times today? We literally discussed Dylan's interviews, and then I don't get anything or her even say anything. I'm going to call her first thing in the morning. But yeah, this is like 2 hours and some change. I don't know when it starts, though, because Plunder does a lot of stuff. It looks like she just has a bunch of the body cam played in the background as the audio plays, because it's just audio. So she's just putting some visuals in the background to keep people entertained with it, is what it seems like. That's wild. Yeah, I'm going to have to call Amber in the morning and be like, hey, we just talked about this. We just talked about this. Okay, let me... Where's that? Okay. Yeah. I do not have time to sit here and listen to 2 hours worth of a damn thing at all until maybe like Monday. I'm not even going to try to sit here and lie about it. I am going out of town and we've got so many things that we are going to be doing until Sunday. So I'm going to call Amber in the morning and ask her what happened with that. And then hopefully I'll just go ahead and get my copy, because she did send me the pictures. Like, as soon as we got off the phone and the deposit was paid and then the $30 was paid for the picture, she sent me the damn like Zentu linky thingy. And she said that mine was like the last name email that she was on that day before she sent stuff out. So maybe she just skipped it because we were talking about the other one. But that's fine. I will get a hold of her. I will get a hold of her. Yeah, Plunder has it. Yeah, the feds. The FBI said so. That was hilarious. FBI said so. What the frick? What you mean? What the frick you mean? Yeah, we have a castle there, apparently. At my family reunions, yeah, that's wild as shit. At my family reunions, there's like a family crest that they show. That apparently is what that is. I don't know. That's just what they tell me. Hold on. Let me get this so I can show you guys this letter. Oh God, that's so big. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, actually, that's a lie. I have a long drive, so I'll probably listen to it like in the car as the kids are asleep. I'll probably just listen to it as I'm driving, but I won't be able to take notes or anything on it. But I am going to call her in the morning and be like, we literally talked about this, girl. What's up with that? Give me my copy. Okay. So this is for the rest of the 11-12 now that they found the rest of it. The 12-55 stuff. Let me move this over. Okay. This is where it says that I modified the request via telephone to show the 12:55 a.m. to 12:05 p.m. on November 13th, 2022, minus the already paid for portions. And then it says how they're going to charge for stuff, of course. And then it says, this is an estimate based on the estimated time we believe it will take to process your request. This estimate is for 12:55 a.m. to 2:25 a.m. and then 4:25 a.m. I don't know why it's 4:25. It's supposed to be 4:30 because we already have to 4:30, but whatever. 4:25 a.m. to 11 a.m. on 11/13/22 because, again, remember, we already have 3:30 to 4:30. We already paid the deposits for the 2:25 to 3:30, and then we paid the deposit on the 11 a.m. to 12:05 p.m. So this is for all the little pieces like in between to complete the whole thing. They're claiming it's going to take 18 hours and 25 minutes to do all of the redaction and the legal review, and it's going to cost $1,435.73. And of course, the deposit was required. And let me see if I can pull it up without it showing my information on it. As long as I don't scroll up, it should be fine. Okay, so here's the receipt. Right here. $747 altogether for the first half. Well, it says 1122 King Road, but it's the 1112 King Road. And then the duplicate of the crime scene pictures was $30, and then $18.68 in card fees, bro. These card fees are getting out of hands. Out of hands. Out of hands. Okay, and then was there something else? Yeah, it's so expensive. I honestly, like, if the stuff ends up coming out within like a certain time frame of paying for it, I wonder if I can request like a refund. Because that's crazy, like how much money they end up like doing anyway. Like and again, like I've said, like I don't know why like all this stuff wasn't already done, but it also really bothers me that there's so many redactions that they feel necessary. So many redactions that they feel are necessary. Yeah. $18 freaking in card fees. Super insane. There's probably a lot of redactions. I'm sure there's a lot of redactions. It's like 2 hours. I just can't believe that they're going to allow Like, they were going to sit there and allow the eyebrow thing in there when we literally just heard her tell Detective Mallory when she, like, he literally looks at her and asks her specifically about eyebrows, and she says no with no hesitation. That's wild. It's super wild. I don't understand. That's pretty dumb. But what I'll also do is put the pictures, the 136 pictures that I did get. I didn't download it yet. I literally got the email and then was like trying to get everything else done. So I haven't downloaded yet, but I'll get the pictures. I'll put on Google Drive, and then I'll post a shared Google Drive. Even though they're like already out there now, at least we know what they put out there versus what they got rid of. I did want to look at something gross with you guys. And I don't say gross like, oh my God, it's disgusting, like it belongs on some like website. I mean, like, have y'all seen what's going on with the movie? Have y'all seen what's going on with this freaking Idaho movie? I've seen people talking about it on Twitter. Apparently, this one I want to look at. Olivia posted something about it. I saw like a piece of it, and honestly, what's going on with this Lifetime movie is making me want to throw up. The way they're making these like little TikToks about how fun it is to dress up and be on set for the first time, and they're posting pictures of like the girl that's supposed to be Kaylee with like blood on her neck and stuff, like on social media. I want to scream. She's unhinged in her TikTok. I haven't seen it yet. Now I'm about to show you guys. She's threatening the actress. Oh, I'm glad I decided to watch this. I'll end up clipping it and put it separately. Okay. It is unhinged. Oh, God. I didn't watch it. Yeah, like I saw a couple of things on Twitter and I was like, what the F is this? This is disgusting. I literally just looked a couple of days ago to see if they had added anybody else to the cast, and I didn't notice anything. I couldn't find like the full page with anything else on it. So they must have done an update or something. Yeah, that's so freaking nasty, bro. Yeah, Whitney's the one who originally sent me like the like some pictures of stuff about what was going on. I was like, I want to throw up. Like, this is disgusting. We're going to watch it. I have no idea what she says. So yeah, we'll watch this and then I'll clip this so that it's like separate from. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah, it's disgusting. I don't know if it's going to be in Olivia's TikTok or not, because I just saw it like on Twitter.
Look. Hear me out. All I'm saying is that I've seen higher levels of performance in actresses from pornography. That's all I have to say.
Holy fuck. Okay, ma'am. On to the next one. Okay, so this one's a minute. I don't want these comments. Is there a way to make the comments not show up? Can y'all still see this? I don't know how to use this damn app. Because some people can be like, oh my God, you showed my comment. I'm going to report your page. Because, you know, people are stupid. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why did I go down instead of up? Oh my God, get out of my way, this stupid folder. Okay, we're just going to watch it like this. Y'all ready?
And I love to do iconic shit.
Look, she already had like a blood spot on her.
Hi, so that's not iconic shit. My sister, Kaylee Goncalves, isn't a fucking character. You're young, so maybe you don't know. But I've looked at the past stuff we've done, and I think you know. There is such a thing as defamation, which can be crushing to a career. Not that you...
Someone getting paid to play a part cannot be sued for defamation. Isn't your husband like some production person over at Hulu? Don't you know how shit works? Like, I understand why you're mad, but come out here and like make some sense, or else this doesn't work. I was hoping this was a better argument. I'm not gonna lie.
You really have one, but if you'd like one, maybe you should just think about it. Maybe you should just think about if Kaylee was your sister. Maybe you should just think about what you put out into the world, like dancing around in between scenes.
I mean, she's not wrong there.
Maybe you
It's
should
gross.
think about the projects that you take on. Maybe you should think that if you lay with dogs, you might get fleas.
It's not about the project. Like, obviously, I don't really care for the movie thing. It's about the respect. This stupid little immature idiot should not be dancing around and being all kind of like cutesy and stupid when she's playing a very severe, tragic part of something that really happened, that rocked the entire world, that broke these families. It's the lack of respect that should be being focused on here. Okay.
So, yeah, maybe you should just think. You look like you might be capable of it.
Yeah, she should know how this works because her husband works for Hulu. Like I said, I understand why she's upset. I get it. This is disgusting. That's not even like what I actually saw that pissed me off about it. So I thought those were going to, I just felt like her argument should have been a little bit better than that. Let me see if I can find what I saw earlier. Oh, yeah. Ooh, right here. Is this it? No, this is not it. I think it was something that led to like a Reddit page or something like that. You know what? I'll just go to Reddit, like point blank period, and find it. But yeah, the girl has like a freaking picture of herself with like blood on her neck. Like the girl that plays Kaylee. And I'm like, what in the actual fuck is wrong with you? Lifetime Idaho movie. I don't know. No, it's not here either. Maybe I looked at it on my phone. I don't know. I mean, it's not like I really want to like share her freaking picture anyway. It was just like, how do you have like no couth whatsoever at all about how you come out here and like portray this? Oh, it's right here. Okay, Whitney sent it to me. Look at this shit. Hold on, let me open this email to where you don't see her stuff. I saw something on Reddit earlier. Well, it was like a link, so I know I'm not tripping, but let me show y'all this. This is just so gross, bro. Okay, hold on. I want to make sure it doesn't show your information nowhere. Okay, look at this. This is the girl playing Kaylee. And she's sitting here eating and taking a picture like with blood on her neck and posting it because it's just like so cutesy, right? So let me see the next one. Okay, so this is them at the grub truck, doing a grub truck scene. So I'm guessing this guy is the one who's playing Showalter. And then this one. I guess that's the guy that's supposed to be playing Kohberger because he's in all black. And I guess this is supposed to be, this is the girl that's playing Dylan right here, this face. And then I think this is Maddie's character back here, maybe. Or this is the same girl. They have the list of who's going to play who already out. I'll show you guys that too. I saw that somewhere. I think I saved the picture, actually. I sure the frick did. Okay, hold on. I gotta get all this down and then present the screen a different way. Hold on. No. Okay, yeah, this one. All right. Can I make this bigger? Oh boy. Oh my Jeebus. Okay, turn this off. I don't know why this is doing this. Okay. Oh my God, what are you doing? It won't stop now. Like it won't stop zooming in and out. Okay, there we go. And I actually need to put it on the screen. 1 second. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. So this Haley Hansen is the girl playing Kaylee. That's the one I think that had like the blood stuff on her neck. This guy named Matt Hamilton is playing to Tom Holmes. Who in the freaking shit is Tom Holmes? Who in the frick is Tom Holmes? That's not a real name. That's the person that we already knew was playing Bryan Kohberger. Now this Sarah chick, this female student, is this going to be BK Norton from WSU? The redhead is that who this is going to be? This Debbie Podolsky is playing Christy. Pascal Lamoth Kipnis is playing Dylan. Charlotte Kavanaugh is playing Maddie. Maddie, the girl playing Maddie looks more like Dylan. Paige Shaw is playing Bethany Funk. Well, she's got the hair down. Kiera McGilravy is playing Xana. Sarah Louise Coolidge is the one playing Emily. We saw that one too. And then this girl named Ashley Burns is playing Olivia. That one actually kind of looks like a good call. I don't know who the frick is Detective Tom Holmes. That's not even a person who worked this freaking case. Who the frick frack is Tom Holmes? I guess a freaking fictional detective. Why the frick would they do that? Thanks for the 20, Christian. Did you happen to notice DM saying poor Kaylee on the 911 call? Yeah. Yeah, when she's interviewed, she says she didn't know where Kaylee or Maddie are. And around the 2:40 mark on the call, I only noticed it after the 30th time. Oh, no, that was one of the first things that we noticed. Because we could hear her say either poor Kaylee or please forgive me. There was a lot of different things that we thought it could be that she was saying. But yeah, no, poor Kaylee is more like how it sounded. Like she was coming down the hall, like coming downstairs or something like that. No, not for at the time, no. They needed a puffier chick because she was pregnant, for sure. Crazy stuff. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't wait to rip that movie apart. Like, honestly, I can't wait to rip that movie apart. Because you already know it's going to be shit. It's not going to be factual. It's exactly. Sad stuff. Sad freaking stuff. Okay, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I just wanted to give you guys the updated information. Oh, actually, let me show you real quick. I'm going to go through these on some of my downtime while I'm out of town. And I'll probably just put like some sort of small faceless something together eventually here soon about the documents that they are releasing. There's now some responses to the third order. We still haven't been able to go through the full document because we've had all these actual case documents come out. So when it comes to the third order for unsealing documents, I physically have not gone in and read what they are. Some people on Twitter are saying one of the documents that's supposed to be unsealed is the one pertaining to Dylan's conversation with her father. Please hurry it up and let us freaking see that, please. Now, as usual, and for some reason, still the defense is sealing their response to the document list. The states is on there. It's like 32 pages of them giving answers for the reasons and the laws for why they don't want certain things out and saying if they're okay with it or not. It's 32 pages. So whatever I see that's like an important document that is going to have some actual fact in it, I'll do a video letting you guys know, hey, watch for this one because it's supposed to be coming out soon. Or it might end up dropping like by Friday, because if I'll take that back. If the defense is sealing their response, that means they're arguing shit probably. So it's probably going to be another couple of weeks. Because that's how it seems to be. Like it takes a month or so in between the unsealings, it seems. It's a lot. Yeah. That's what a lot of people are hoping it is, because that's something that Steve was very adamant about in his conversations with Brat. So crazy stuff. Absolutely insane, crazy stuff. Okay, you guys, I am going to get off of here because I've got a lot of stuff I have to do tonight for us to get ready for tomorrow so that we can get even more ready for the next day, because we've got so much to do. The cats are just over there cleaning themselves. But I got to go and I got to get editing and do some more stuff for the night and get some more stuff put together. I'll call Amber in the morning and get our version of Dylan's interview. There was 2, though. And we were put on the list for the next 2. So if Plunder only has 1117, I wonder if she's got both of them or if that's just the first one that came out yet. I'm going to find out tomorrow morning. As a matter of fact, I'm going to email Amber right now just so that I can have it like in my inbox to remind me. Or maybe she'll respond before I even have the chance to look at it. But I'll let you guys know what's going on. Thank you so much for hopping in here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the $20, Christian. Oh my God, don't fall. The little baby always freaks me out whenever it jumps off of the freaking bed. It always freaks me out so much. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and play this one out. Y'all have a great night. Where's my stuff at? There it is. Please do not forget to leave a like on your way out and subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed already. All right, you guys. See y'all.